As I thought we just mentioned, we are about to kick off. So if I would encourage you all to move down the front. We're going to have some pictures coming up in a few minutes. So do come down the front. You won't be able to hear so well down the back. So please move forward. It's also going to help support the people that are speaking, and also that will help to encourage that your attention span will be focused on the actual speakers. Yeah, that's right. So if you can all come forward, we are about to have a few words from a fellow before we kick off to talk about how it's going to proceed. Thanks.
Thanks, Linda. Can you all give a big round of applause to Linda from She's helping us learn how to speak properly in the public, which is very important for Silicon Beaches. Can people at the back, can you please stop networking? Thank you. Because other people can't hear. My name is Atuna Bogada. I'm the lead organizer of Melbourne Silicon Beach. And we actually have about 8,800 members at the moment, as of today. So before we start, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and I pay my respect to their elders past and present. I also want to thank this venue, Royal Melbourne Hotel, which is actually have given us this venue free of charge for the past 3 or 4 years, I think. And they've always taken very good care of them. So please support them by buying as many drinks as possible. Everything runs on the bar takings. So we do have a sponsor tonight, Simpisa Law, who's sponsoring the food, not the drinks. Please give a round of applause. Luke from Simpisa Law will address you in a little while. So that a few housekeeping rules for toilets at the back, the ladies and gents toilets, and there's a steak night on every Thursday night. There's a steak night. So if you're still hungry after the finger food, it's not dinner, it's just finger food. You can order steak. There's a $20 steak with salad and chips and a drink of your choice, all for $20. It's quite good. And the kitchen closes at 8:30, I think, so you need to place the order before that, and they'll give you a table number and serve you upstairs here. Bar is open at the back, and there's a downstairs bar that has more of a selection than this. Okay, I'm not going to keep you long. You know about Silicon Beach. If you are new, just check us up on the meetup.com, and Medium, we have medium.com/Silicon News, which is our blog sort of thing. We are making a website as well, away from Meetup, because Meetup ownership has changed and there are certain rules that we have to obey by, which is making things a bit difficult for us, but you'll get notified of that. Okay, I think that's about it. Colin, do you want me to say anything else about Silicon Beach Radio, the podcast coming up and things like that?
No, just we're launching Silicon Beach Radio in January, which is in a few weeks' time, and we'll tell you about that when it comes out. So cheers.
Have you heard that?
Yeah. We'll send you an announcement. And special thanks to all the organizers who have been helping us right throughout the year. There's John here who joined us this year and has done tremendous work. Colin, who's doing the radio podcast, and Linda and Dan, who has joined us recently to help you with pitching and all that. So we'll send you all information about that. And Alex, we have a lot of new organizers coming up and joining, and it's an invitation for all of you. Any one of you can come up and help run this community, because this is 100% quality run community with no government funding. I must emphasize that. Okay, so let's start with the sponsors. So sponsor for the night, Simpisa Law. There's Luke from Simpisa Law.
Good evening, everybody. So my name's Luke. No website, there we go. Yep, cool. One of the co-founders of Simpisa Law. So along with my business partner, co-founder and legal director, Rigare, we created Simpisa Law about 11 months ago. So we're 11 months today, actually. Simpisa means to strengthen and empower. We're a commercial law firm that focuses on helping startups, small to medium businesses, entrepreneurs and investors start up, grow and scale in their business. Why we created Civisa Law? So, having both ran previously businesses in the past, one of the things that we found quite challenging was finding professional services that we could really trust and that we could really connect with, in particular law firms and accountants. So we saw an opportunity to create a law firm that would really be able to connect with their clients and someone that could really create trust with their clients. And inside of what we're passionate about, which is helping people and businesses grow, we saw the opportunity to create Civisa Law. So that's what we love doing. I'll share about one of the clients we're working with at the moment, which is really awesome. Inside of what we're passionate about is making a difference. So one of our clients right now is creating a virtual reality product to really help patients that are in long-term hospital care be able to stay connected and still live and experience what their family is up to outside of the hospital. So that's to share a little bit about one of our recent clients is working on. We run webinars every week. Some of you may have seen them be sent out through the meetup page. Our webinars are free. They're an hour webinar where we create a topic of choice. A recent topic last night was on how to successfully onboard business partners, co-founders and investors, and we just shared about how you can do that successfully with the right legal structures. They're free webinars to jump on. You'll find them sent out through the mailer that Atula sends out. Feel free to jump on those. If anybody would like to know any more about what we do, who we are, you can feel free to see me, or you can jump online on our website. You can book yourself in for a free 30-minute strategy session with us, and we can have a further conversation there. Thanks everybody. Have a Merry Christmas. This is our last event for the year, and we'll look forward to seeing you the next year. Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. And thanks for sponsoring the food as well. A note about the webinars now. If you have been on Silicon Beach meetup for a while, you know that the webinars are as a meetup event. But I got an email from meetup headquarters a couple of days ago saying they don't like us putting webinars on meetup because meetups are actually for actual meetups like this where people actually come in person. That if we continue to run webinars on our meetup, that they will shut our meetup down. So that's pretty dangerous. So it's a new ownership of meetup. So we'll be removing the webinars from the meetup page, but that doesn't mean they're not running. We will send you the mail out. So just keep an eye out for the mail out. So just before any other sponsors here from anywhere? I'll just give a quick shout out for the rest of the sponsors who are not here. Wade Institute, Masters of Entrepreneurship is University of Melbourne's Master in Entrepreneurship. I think their intake is in January or February, I'm not quite sure. All the details are on their website. It's linked from our meetup page. If you click on the logo, you will get it. And Pivot Summit is happening tomorrow in Geelong. I think ticket sales end midnight tonight, so go and get yourself tickets and go to Geelong tomorrow. You can see Steve Wozniak, hear from Steve Wozniak, the other co-founder of Apple. Then there's Clover, online investment app, and ChatMetrics, a managed live chat service. All the details are on their website, linked from our meetup. We need to say a word about an event happening downstairs in the atrium here, the big hall downstairs, not directly down here, but on that side. It's the DevOps meetup. They're based in Sydney, but this is their Melbourne meetup. They have a couple of meetup groups in Melbourne and Brisbane as well. And we are going to work with them. DevOps are actually people who do software development as well as business operations, bring it together. The ideal tech co-founders for startups. So we'll be working with them. Keep an eye out on the mail out. So, and they'll be working with us in promoting and re-energizing Sydney, Silicon Beach as well. Okay, now without further ado, just a few partners here. Co-workation. It's okay. Stuart is here from co-location. Very interesting startup. I think you're a startup, aren't you?
Yeah, well, been running for a couple of years now, based in Barcelona, but I've just come to Australia to set up co-location in Australia. Arrived back in town a few weeks ago, so fair bit of work to be done to start up from here as well. Yeah, that's a lot more interesting to run a video than listening to me rambling, I think. Over the past 15 years, I've been pursuing my passion for travel, whilst working from some of the most amazingly beautiful and exotic places around the world. The core philosophy behind co-workation is that by getting out of our normal day-to-day routines, putting ourselves in stunning and stimulating new environments, surrounding ourselves with driven and passionate people, that we can really boost our productivity and we can foster creativity and innovation. Co-workation was born as a culmination of that experience and knowledge.
My life back in London was surrounded by other people doing 9 to 5s, doing corporate roles. Here I'm surrounded by many with the same objective, which is to create the most interesting, exciting life possible. The biggest mindset change I've had from being location independent is that you're really tuned into how you can work smarter. Using that business as a way to enjoy a lifestyle that was probably never possible before. You could live anywhere and having a better lifestyle.
So coming here and feeling like, and almost like checking in with people every day, I felt like I was instantly in a team. The variety of people that you're meeting and the people that you're meeting are real change makers. They really want to be making a difference. They've got alternative perspectives to you. So really you can get lots of different ideas around your own business from these different perspectives and from these different people. You're actually building real deep relationships with them through experiencing culture, through doing things together out in Bali or wherever you are, and then you build that relationship, and then that fosters the perfect place then to say, okay, actually I was thinking about this, would you mind helping me with this? And you might just do it by the pool, and you get these ideas whilst you're out doing amazing things. So it's not that really formal, structured way of, okay, I need this person's help, I need to set the meeting and do this.
Because everything's taken care of for you, whether it be laundry, or the internet connection, or the social events, or food, or whatever it is, that you have a lot more time to actually focus on your business.
Priceless, in my opinion. It's made such a difference to me personally and my business and how it's growing.
So much goodwill from the team around you. It's the perfect incubator for the digital nomad business.
Yeah, so basically we had a lot of fun creating that video. But basically the concept is really just getting out of your day-to-day environment. It's not so much about constantly travelling, but every now and then it really helps us as entrepreneurs to get out of our normal standard routines and just find inspiration from beautiful places. So we're working on the 2018 calendar at the moment. It'll be up online pretty soon. But we've got destinations such as Bali, Thailand, Barcelona, the Canary Islands, Tuscany, and everyone's #1 travel destination, Sierra Leone. So we'll be setting that up, but also here in Australia, I'll be creating what we're calling a lifestyle co-working event series, basically where we're trying to mix work with life and really just doing some one-day or weekend events or short retreats closer to Melbourne and closer to cities around Australia, where we'll be working from wineries, beachside cafes, spa resorts and the like. So I'm actually looking for people to collaborate with. I'm like a tourist in my own city all of a sudden, so I'm looking for collaborators, possibly even a business partner in Australia. So if yourself or you know of anyone that might be interested in collaborating, then hit me up.
Thank you. Good. Sounds like a great idea. I like
Get away from them.
Feedback. I think they're close to
Get
this.
it too close.
I like to collaborate with you, provided I get a holiday vacation in Bali. Okay. Joke fail, fact, never mind. Okay, now is this Stuart, sorry, not Stuart, Stephen from Telstra here? Developer Steve? No, he's gone. Okay, we'll start the 90-second pictures. Can everybody hear me? It's not a noise now.
What I'm going to encourage for all the pictures, because that's part of my expertise, I'm Linda O'Grady from Simpatico, co-founder of Simpatico, and our brief is to empower entrepreneurs, new or old, or in between, on how to pitch effectively. So what I'd like to do as a little tip for all of you who are about to pitch now, is you do have 90 seconds. It's like an elevator pitch. So if I could encourage you, off the cuff, if you're not using any other form of medium, is to really hone in on grabbing our attention, why you have what you have, and why we need it, and what is your ask. So boil that one down for about 90 seconds, and you'll rock it, all right? So, and you will be timed. We won't be real strict, but you'll be timed. So if you see me waving like a lunatic, it's time to wrap it up. Is that okay with everyone? Yeah. All right. So I thought it will obviously help you out with your visual aid, should you need it. Hopefully you won't need a lot of it. It's only 90 seconds. And he'll introduce you as well. So have fun.
Okay.
And please stand on the stage so that others can see you.
And also we are videoing it, so we are also videoing it. As you know, it goes on the medium.com, the Silicon News, medium.com/Silicon News blog. And the whole idea is that investors from around the world, if you're actually looking to raise capital, can see this. And we are in the process of disrupting the angel investment climate in Melbourne. So we're bypassing the Melbourne investors. Okay, is David O'Donnell here? I didn't see him today, so yeah. Briodinesh from Cell Downloads. If everyone who sort of is pitching either can come here or here so that we don't waste time.
Hey.
My name is Bryony. I'm from Custom Software Group, and we produce, we develop software, and it's for small businesses. And recently, the Macquarie University surveyed 1,000 authors and asked them their motives for wanting to self-publish their work. And 59% of them said that their motive was to maintain creative and financial control of their work. And another quarter of them said that they just simply couldn't get published by a traditional publisher. So when these people try to then sell their ebook from their website, they run into problems because their websites don't have the capability to sell the ebook. So they have to go to Shopify or somewhere like that to then sell. So we've come up with a solution for them to be able to sell directly from their websites. Our platform, DocSui, you can sell your digital downloads directly from your website. You can maintain your creative and financial control of your product, and you can sell with a simple link. So it's really easy to implement. And is there a market for this in Australia? Yes, there is. In Australia in 2017, ebooks, the Australian public bought $164 million worth of ebooks, and $44 million of those came from self-published authors. So there certainly is a market. And we're keen to put our thing in front of some investors so that we can get some money for some marketing to get it off the ground. And we're also interested in strategic investors. If you think you've got a skill set that would be beneficial, like marketing or development, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.
Well done.
That's really good. Well done, really. That's a good pitch according to the pitching standards. And I didn't scroll the web page. Okay, Ben from Rover Jobs is here. Ben? No? No show. Zubin from Wushka. I know Zubin is here.
That's it. Hi. Quick show of hands. How many people here drove in? Excellent. You guys need this. I'm Zubin. I'm the founder of Bushka. It's a parking application that's free, I should say that up front, and it helps you find street parking in 5 minutes or less. We're going to have 100 questions. Don't worry about it. We launched last week. Download it now, take a look, and you will see what I mean. We actually will show you parking spaces around you in real time. And we've only launched in the CBD and surrounding suburbs at the moment, so try it out. I promise you, you're going to be blown away. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, that's really good. That was like 30 seconds, wasn't it? You can get your message across. A lot of people tell me, how can we get the message across in 90 seconds? You can get it across in 30 seconds. Okay, and that's really helpful. Those of you who still drive to the city in cars. The next one is Hamza. Hamza from Good Time.
Good evening, everybody. Before I get started, I just want to let you all know we will be going for the big boys out there, so watch out for us. My name is Hamza, and I'm the director and co-founder of Look Time. What's Look Time? Look Time is a unique and exciting way to share photos and videos with your friends and family members. This app is currently available on iOS and Android coming very soon, so watch that space and get excited. How does it work? And how is this app different from any other app out there in the market? Well, let's just say I've got a crush or somebody that I really like. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there might have a crush or someone that you really like, which is fine. Let's just say for this example, the name of my crush is Jasmine. So I take a beautiful selfie of myself and send it to her. And she acknowledges it, which is great. But do I really know if she liked it? And if she did, how long did she view it for? Or am I just simply wasting my time? I mean, I've got all these questions and concerns, but I don't have a solution for that. Not anymore. Introducing Look Time. I've got a quick promotional video for that.
You can keep talking till I get the...
Okay, that should be terrific. That's it.
And videos you've been sending them, but do you? All these years.
Factsverse presents photos.
Where's the techie?
These years. People have been looking at your photos and videos you've been sending them, but do you really know how long they've been viewing them for? Now you will know. Welcome to Look Time, a unique way of sharing photos and videos. Simply take a photo or video and send it to however many people you want, or all in one click. Now, just wait and see how long they viewed your photo or video for, as every second counts. It's that simple.
Finally, just to conclude, it's been a terrific start for us, given the fact when we tried testing out the market, within 48 hours we got 300 downloads. At this stage, we've got a monetization strategy alongside with the new and exciting features that we will be implementing to make this app one of a kind. So if there are any investors out there that do see the potential, feel free to contact us. Beside that,
today
have a great night.
is some of my favorite apps. I'm trying to think of content that
Thanks. That's an interesting pitch. Okay. I didn't know that we can actually show videos from YouTube and have the sound coming in. We are progressing in the world. Okay, Selching. Who's doing Selching? Suren?
Hey guys, first of all, thank you Silicon Beat for the opportunity, appreciate it. And guys, I should say I'm so excited to be in this room with, I'm sure there's so many entrepreneurs, risk takers, go-getters, disruptors here. So hell yeah to all entrepreneurship, that's what we got to do. So can I hear a yeah from the crowd? Okay, that's a very loud yeah, so I'll keep going. So my name is Surendra Surya Kumar. I am the co-founder of a platform, an app called Saging. And I've got my co-founder here, Janit Mantriratna as well. You can come and talk to us after the pitch. So what's this app? Is it a sale app? That's what comes to everyone's mind, but it is quite different. What we're looking to do is disrupt a few people around here. So what we're looking to do is get the individual stores in touch with customers directly. We're taking out the middleman. No social media team, no middleman. No dramas, no delays. That's what we're going to pitch for. And, yeah, that's not me though. And another thing is we are going to give the sales out there. You might be a millionaire, you might be a billionaire, but we all like a sale because there's value for money in that, and that's what we're going to build on. So you might ask, where are we now with our whole journey? Well, we have gone from concept to App Store in 2 months. So we are going at a blitzkrieging rate here. We are not stopping at anything. We are going all guns blazing. And we've got a very young, dynamic, technical team working behind the scene, and we both are looking at the business face in front of it. We've got a few stores already signed up in a few shopping centers. We've got user feedback coming through quite well. You can see the website up there as well. And our app is going to be on the App Store this weekend. So this is not just a pitch, it's kind of a launch as well, so I'd like your support on this one. So what do we need right now? We need investors and like-minded individuals who would like to pitch in as well. And I can say we're going to have a good time, we're going to make this happen, we're going to have fun. The next thing is, well, that's the pitch, guys, and this is the app. So give it a go, take it easy. This is the first version that's out. Let us know. We'll work on it. And what can I say? Stop searching, start searching. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all.
See, that is a very professional pitch. Kaching. Did we have mates rates? Joshua?
Hi everyone, my name is Joshua. I'm actually the CEO and founder of Mate Trades. Did you guys know that 1 in 5 people this year will use payday loan? Mate Trades aims to reduce this number to 0. We're going to achieve this through providing the world's first real-time peer-to-peer marketplace that facilitates loans between investors and borrowers, much like how you lend your mate money. What we're actually aiming for at the moment is some feedback on our concept and our idea, and for you guys to actually sign up to hear more when we actually launch. Thanks.
You're sailing through the pictures. Yes.
27.
19.9 seconds. I think some kind of record is being established here. We can actually open up the floor to more pictures. That's really good. Okay, the next one is Rodan from E-Accountability. It's Mastermind Group.
Thank you. Can I ask you why you come here to Melbourne Silicon Beach? Is it inspiration? Is it ideas? Is it to network with somebody? Or is it a combination of all those three?
Combination.
Combination, thank you.
Combination stir fry.
So basically, we're all looking for mentors. Who's got a mentor here? Hands up. Who's looking for a mentor? Okay. So we're all exposed to the same information. So that's not the answer. What the answer is that you need help and advice from your peers to connect in a mastermind group. So how a mastermind group works is that you all work together. You bounce around ideas, you talk about your goals, your wins for the week, what motivates you, and you set goals and accountability that you don't get as a solo entrepreneur. I've seen so many entrepreneurs just buried in their own little office, on their own, trying to all work it all out. And the answer is community, which is why we're all here, new ideas, and crowdsourcing the things that you don't know. Because Google isn't the answer. We all have the same information, and yet most of us still fail. So I've launched a virtual platform for mastermind groups. You connect with your peers, you share advice, support, you help each other. And the good part, it's free at the moment. So if you want to talk to me about it, and you want some help, support and advice, join a mastermind group, and I'll connect you with 7 other smart people that'll also be your mentors. Thank you.
Thanks, Lord. Next one is 360 rules. I think it's Steve.
Thanks for having me, guys. So, I'm guessing we've all used Google Street View. It's the 360 sort of car that drives around and you can see anything on the street. Now that's pretty awesome, but it sort of leaves you wondering, how come when I go to rent a property or an Airbnb, I don't see it from 360 degrees if it's been around for that long? And the reason is essentially that the current technology to produce these things is too expensive and you've got to pay a professional photographer to do it. And so essentially what I've created is an app called 360 Rooms, which you could use. A real estate agent, for instance, could go to a property, 2-bedroom apartment, and create a full virtual tour of that property in only 5 minutes. So the idea is that essentially they would potentially use this for every property, or you could use it for an Airbnb, and it connects with a 360 camera. I launched it, I've developed it myself, launched it for iOS at the start of the year, and we've had about eight or so offices sign up and are paying to use it, which is an encouraging sign. It's a bit of a side hustle for myself. But I think the real opportunity is not in the Australian market, which is not very competitive amongst real estate agents, really. It's in the Asian market where they're all looking for this point of difference, and already a lot of them are using 360, but it's not at the same sort of quality. So I reckon there's a huge opportunity to go out and develop an Android app to go and market it really strongly in Asia. And so I'm looking to, I guess, connect with some people who may potentially want to invest in that. So that's what it is. Feel free to go to our website if you want to check it out. There's a little video of how you make the tour. You can walk through one of these tours, and we're aiming pretty shortly to release a new version where you don't even need a 360 camera. Just your phone, get the full 360. So, yep, that's it. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Pretty good team. I'll be able to connect you. So you're looking for tech co-founders, like tech people to help you develop this?
Looking for investors, but okay. Happy to talk with anyone. Yeah.
And investors as well. Yeah, we'll be able to connect you with that. All these features. Why we ask for the web address is that we connect this. We list the websites along with your pitch video on medium.com/Silicon News. So investors and customers and you guys, as well as all the people who are not here, can check those out. Ellie from Cubesta.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So we all have great ideas, and we're all happy if those ideas become product. Some of us are holding themselves back because we understand that the cost of development is very high. So here comes Cubesta. We actually can answer questions like, should I develop in hybrid or native platform? Should I use cloud services, third-party APIs? How about control and security? Should I outsource it or develop it in-house? Those questions are very important and critical at the first stages of any startup. We are actually answering those questions for you. Our job is to define your MVP and your product and create a blueprint for your future product and basically a foundation of your business. So we meet you at your idea phase and actually bring you towards a full development plan. Now, we all know that development is a very expensive process. Moreover, that data shows that 70% of development projects will fail. And they will fail because people don't have a clear understanding what the development goals are. So our idea and actually our process is actually to bring you a clear definition of your goals and a clear understanding of what the development and what should you expect from the development phases. Now, you'll be surprised how much money we can save you on that. So instead of actually committing to development and spending tens of thousands of dollars prior to actually understanding what you need, talk to us today. I'm here and I can be reached on our website as well. You'll be surprised how much we can save you. Thank you so much.
Okay, we have General Development System. Sorry, I forgot your name. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Daniel Kos. I'm working on a kind of personal computer featuring a new kind of operating system which will make the likes of Microsoft Windows look decades obsolete. If you look at traditional operating systems, they're based around a very conservative graphical user interface paradigm, which was great in the 80s, but by today's standards is very cumbersome and rather antiquated. So what I'm doing is I'm replacing that with a whole new software layer, a totally new computing paradigm which handles software input and output in a revolutionary way. By doing this, a lot of new possibilities are unlocked and a vast new swathe of computing applications become available for the first time. Unparalleled simplicity for software developers. A vastly simplified way to deploy software. And for end users, all that power that's been sitting at the bottom of your operating system, which you haven't been able to get at before, just becomes available to you for the first time. Thank you very much. I think this is going to be a very productive evening, and thanks for listening.
Thanks, Tony. Wow. That I think it's the biggest pitch that we've heard on Silicon Beach. So how does it compare with Mac OS? I'm a bit of a Mac tragic. So how does this compare with the Mac OS?
macOS is a very different approach. It's very polished, it looks very nice, but the simplicity is achieved by putting extra things on top, which make it look simpler. What I'm doing is I'm taking all the clutter away, all the historical clutter away. I'm taking some of the things which make things like the web so successful, and I'm pulling them right down to the base level of the operating system. So I'm actually creating something which is very simple, a small team, which allows a small team to compete with the likes of Microsoft.
So what's your ask in this room? What's your ask?
Well, I could actually use some employees. I don't need them, but it'll take a bit longer and I won't be able to do all I want to do. So if I could get investment funding to be able to hire some good quality employees, I could put a team together which I think would put Apple and Microsoft to shame. Or at least make them rather worried.
Silicon Beach would like to support you. Yeah, we'll have a chat afterwards. Okay? Thanks. Anyone else who wants to? I got a call from Martin Davidson of Blockchain Center that he's sending some of his guys to pitch here. So are you going to pitch Blockchain Center?
Yeah, we can come up a bit.
Yep. Okay, sure. The Blockchain Center is friends of ours. They've given us their co-working facility, but they're moving next door, I think.
Yeah, so we're from the Blockchain Center. So we actually do three things. We run educational classes on everything blockchain and cryptocurrency. We also are starting up an incubation space, but we do have co-working space. So we're really trying to get involved with everyone who's, I guess, part of this the blockchain movement in a sense. And we're not just focusing on basic cryptocurrency, it's almost anything. So if you are looking for a space, we do rent out hot desking for $200 a month, and masterclasses spread around the year as well. So come have a chat to Josh and I if you are in this space. We'd love to get your thoughts on a few things as well. So we won't bother you a little bit longer, so enjoy the night.
Thank you. So you're moving next door, isn't it? It's not the whole place.
We're at 85 City Road South Bank, so we actually just moved to a much bigger space. We can now fit the capacity of about 250 people, about 30 teams, and we have about 4 meeting rooms. So we just signed some big deals last week, Digital X and IBM we just renewed as well, so yeah, pretty big resources as well.
Thank you. Yeah, Blockchain Center has been the home for Silicon Beach as well for the past couple of years, so yeah, thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks. Someone said that they want to do we normally do 30-second job pitches. If someone is looking for a job or wanting someone to fill a vacancy in a startup. Anyone here?
Yeah, come on back here.
Yeah, come on. And because we have gone through the pitches pretty fast, I'm happy to open up for more pitches from the floor for about another 10 minutes or so.
Hi, I'm Brad Birchall. I was Seek's first CIO. I built the entire Seek platform in 7 months and had a number one position in 12 months. That's a quick background on me. Many startups, not going to name them all. What I want to talk to you about in the next 90 seconds is basically a platform that integrates sales and marketing in a position where I've hired tens to 20 people in sales and marketing teams, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Over the past 12 months, I've built a platform that will be launched in about 5 months' time. It's not ready yet, which completely automates all the sales and marketing except for one key resource in sales and one key resource in marketing. So instead of building a team of 5 or 6 people, and going out and pushing it and driving it and trying to get these people to build your sales up, and you're in a startup and you can't afford it, I've built a platform that can actually do that for you for a pittance. I'm not going to give you any more detail right now. I just wanted you to be aware of it. This is going to launch in 2018. You can look at my blog, bradleyburchell.com, and hopefully I get to talk to you later. Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else? Yep. Johan, is it? Yeah. Come on.
Hello, my name is Johan Hasenbach. I'm here today to introduce myself to this community. So, I'm an industrial designer who, as of 4 weeks ago, graduated from RMIT University with a bachelor's including honors of industrial design. I specialize in product design and mechatronics and have a personal interest in interactive technologies. I have an unquestionable drive and aspire to be an entrepreneur who makes real contributions to the world of technology through the power of design. And I need a job. So thank you for listening. And,
Anyone else? There's no? Okay, come on. It's a bit of a free-for-all now, so come forward if you're going to pitch. Come stand somewhere here. Next person.
Hey everybody. Hey, who's invested in Bitcoin other than these boys? Laughing. Yep. Well, my name's Kyle and I'm the founder of Flive app. So F-L-I-V-E. So think Fitness Live. So match the two words together. We launched, as some of you might know, I kind of did a pitch about 6 months ago. We launched 6 months ago in kind of beta testing with some great athletes, and we were a pay-as-you-go model. So an athlete would live stream, or personal trainer would live stream their workout, and a user would be able to pay and join in that workout. The workout then stayed on the platform for 30 days and then expired, and the trainer received a payout. We realized quickly that the model didn't work, which is cool. So we're now in development of version 2, which is going to be launching in January, which uses the Spotify model. So if you imagine Flive as Spotify, and the artists are the trainers, or the trainers are the artists. So the trainers create live stream workouts, they can upload workouts as well, and then the user gets access to all of these trainers for minutes. They can spend their minutes on whatever trainer they like, on one trainer, i.e. if you want to listen to Ed Sheeran's album the whole time, you could just do that one trainer, or you can do a bit of a pick and mix of all the different trainers. We've got yoga, obviously big athletes like Tia Claire Toomey, who won the CrossFit Games this year, some great high key influencers who you might not know, but things like people like Jackson Tippett, who's got over 250,000 followers, Alicia Gowans, who won the World Bodybuilding Federation in the whole world. She's on the platform. So great athletes with incredible knowledge, and you'll get access to all of these for as little as $8.99 a month to do their live stream workouts. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, nice one.
I do not ask as well. We are still looking for investment, but we're just loving life as well. So, hey, if there's any investors out there, happy to chat. If you want to kind of collab in any way, I love the mastermind. Fantastic. Really, I did some coaching the other day. I've got a coach. I've got 3 coaches myself. And if you haven't got a coach as an entrepreneur, then you're missing out on something. So definitely joining the mastermind, because I think it's a great idea. So, awesome.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else before we close? Alexa, always Alexa, waiting for the last one.
Hi, my name is Richard Gross. My company is called FlexiSource IT. Look, I come from a background, I'm from New York originally, I come from a finance background. I've been living in Melbourne about 20 years. About 7 years ago, I quit finance and started an IT company because I'm interested in IT. I set up an outsourcing company out of the Philippines because I didn't really believe that the outsourcing models that currently existed worked. Cost of labor. It is me. That's my company. So look, the idea of our model is not to be an outsourcer. It's to run staff augmentation, agile teams. So essentially we've got .NET, PHP, Java, Ruby guys, QAs. I've got a team of about 75 people, including multiple Scrum Masters, project managers, various other levels of management. I'm here really just out of interest because I'm really keen on the startup community and early stage companies. We help all different types of companies build their own dedicated teams. They're the people that you choose, so you interview them, you tech them, you choose them. They're your real-time team. We then put Scrum Masters in place who will be managing them. This company and this model works really well for companies that really know the outcome that they want. They architect it themselves. They have a product owner. They run Agile with Scrum, Agile with Kanban. So if you have the knowledge of what you want to achieve, you are looking for additional resources. Sometimes I have extra resources sitting around that we are building in-house products. Sometimes we're looking for products to build in-house that we're willing to be partners with. And sometimes we just have resources sitting around. I've got 2 Ruby guys that just finished up. I've got them for the next month. They're just sitting around. So if I had somebody who's looking for Ruby developers, I could offer them free of charge for a month, let you see how we operate. And if you're happy, the cost is about half the cost onshore. And we look to partner to build long-term relationships. So that's what I'm about. If anyone's looking for development or has ideas they want to partner for equity and cost, I'm happy to talk about that and just get to know the startup community here. Thanks, everyone.
Sorry, what's your name? What's your name?
Richard.
Richard. Okay. Thanks, Richard. Anyone else? No one else? Alexa? No one else. So that means you. But keep
I'll do
short.
one next as well. Yeah, come. I'll do one next. Okay.
Alexa wants to go last.
You want to go last? Okay. Hello. Hey guys, my name is Jay, and I'm the founder of JTech First Stage Security Systems. When you look at the security systems around the world, you have motion sensors and you have surveillance cameras. So what's the point of a surveillance camera? It's to capture people's faces. But most of the people that break into your home, they actually cover their identity. So if I was to break into any of your homes as well, I would also cover my face. So that ruins the point of a surveillance camera. But when you look at motion sensors, there's too much factors that cause false alarms outside, such as rain, cats, possums, whatever you can name. But what if you put them inside? The motion sensors, when people break into your home, then only then your alarm will go off, which means it's already too late for you to react. So with us, we created a weight-sensitive technology that you place on top of your fence with any perimeter, residential and commercial. So as soon as someone tries to climb into your fence, the alarm goes off before they even have broken into your home. And we can actually connect to our competitors by connecting it to home integration systems, such as surveillance cameras. So they only turn on only when someone's trying to break into your home, when they're climbing your fence, which saves electricity and storage space. And motion sensors, because we place them inside, our technology allows you to sense an intruder climbing your fence, which sends you notification number 1. But you don't know if they're actually in your home, because when they're climbing your fence, the alarm goes off and they've probably ran off already. So only when they broken into your home, your motion sensor in your home goes off, and you get a second notification saying that someone's actually in your home and you want to call the authorities. So just like a company like Nest, they just sold themselves to Google for $3.2 billion, and we're competing in that space, and we can actually work with their systems. So we're looking for, yeah, that's the right website, and we're looking for CTOs, electrical engineers, or someone doing mechatronics to work in our technology. I've already spoken to 3 angel investors last week, giving our valuation of $2 million. So yeah, thank you very much.
Anyone else other than Alexa? No. Alexa, it's your turn. Keep it short. Thank you.
So I'm covered like that note. So that's about Internet of Things, IoT. Okay. So next year there will be very amazing, exciting announcements from Telstra. I know that because one of the Silicon Beaches happened to be the evangelist for Telstra, and he's based in Melbourne, Stephen.
Yeah, he was here. Where is he?
Yeah, but because he's also downstairs as well.
Right.
Transition between 2. So they will be very exciting. Also yourself, make sure that you talk to him for Internet of Things in Australia and everywhere else. Okay, so because we won't have Silicon Beach until February, I just wanted to make sure that we announce this. Postfest is coming, make sure you check it out. And a lot of amazing events and speakings and seminars.
There's a free entrance to the Startup Expo at Postfest.
There is a free entrance for...
The startup.
There's an exhibition for startups, make sure you don't miss out on that. And for the wrap up of like I do that in the last meetup of the year all the time, I talk about behind the scene of Silicon Beach. So, so what people see is that once a month we come here. What I want to say in between, there's a group of people who are organizers, and I can see faces like accumulated here, like over there as well, Mr. Sikir, John here, that in between I would say they, and we discuss what this community needs, what we can do better. So these discussions are happening, and we can only do it better if you come and talk to us, if you join us. All of us are volunteers. There's no organizer member. Come on, could you bring up one? You think right here?
Party. It's your turn.
Okay. No, just Slack.
I'm going to Slack afterwards.
Okay, so we have a Slack. If you can you bring up the website Slack of Silicon Community, Silicon Based Community? I forgot my main point, but basically I wanted to ask everyone to, I don't know how to do this. Give a round of applause to the organizers behind the scene who actually take time and come to get together, come to meetings, and talk and think and talk how we can deliver better experience for our audience, for you. Okay, so a practical note, in the last meeting we had Brian who's running a marketing consultation. He did a good marketing session for us, so we know that we are in the process of finding out who are the actual our target audience. So we've identified a few of them. Alex here is the person to talk to. Come and talk to Alex. We want to understand more about who you are, what brings you here, and how we can deliver better service to you. So come and talk to Alex. Alex, can you stand up, please? So this is Alex, community based. Alex, thank you. And invite yourself to the Slack channel, and I'll see you there.
Thanks, Alex. A good round of applause for Alexa as well. Alexa set up this web page, so anyone can come to this web page. The address is slack.siliconbeach.community, and put your email address, and you can invite yourself into Slack. We don't censor anyone. Everyone is welcome on Slack, and you can take part in the discussions and help us go forward. So I'm not going to pick Silicon Beach. We have a lot of plans for 2018. We had a very successful 2017. We are at, 8,800 members or something. So I'm sure we'll hit 10,000 members in Melbourne next year. And we are talking to people downstairs. The DevOps guys have promised to help us grow in Sydney. And elsewhere, we're going to have co-working train trips. Alexa, Colin and John and a few of us went on a co-working train to Geelong last week. Just a lot of good fun and co-work at a co-working space there, and actually pitched on the beach. Those videos will be up soon on Silicon News, so on the actual Geelong beach. So we'll be doing those at least once a month, starting in maybe late January or late February. We're going to Ballarat as well, and some more Silicon beaches will open in 2018 around Bendigo, Warrnambool, Shepparton, and all over Victoria, and also in Tasmania and Adelaide, South Australia, and country, New South Wales, and all over the country. So join the fun. That's all. Anything else? Thanks everyone for coming, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Tula, I just want to interview you down there for 30 seconds. Have you got the little microphone?
No, I don't think you need it. It's not. We'll go there.
Yeah. So listen, I think we'll just push stop the recording now for that session, right?